Hello everyone, hope you all enjoyed this boss showcase for the Garden of Eyes mod. This boss will be available next week alongside a lot of new weapons, new armors, and also a new hub area, so be sure to be excited for that. So I decided to do this little commentary just to explain a little bit more about the boss fight, its mechanics in detail, so you guys can understand what is happening in this boss fight. So first of all, if you feel like you've seen those bosses before, that means you're a true Souls fan. These were actually cut content from Bloodborne, but they looked completely different. They were lava themed, they had very low resolution textures, and they had very basic weapons. So we took it upon ourselves to completely reimagine this cut content in our own way for the mod by reimagining the black steeple of the Helphen, the lampwood which guides the dead of the spirit world. So first, as you can see how the enemies were completely reimagined from their original counterpart, which was done by Kaji in a very amazing way, and the design of the area and the tower, which were done by Jackus and Mad Masta, and as always Mihai coming in with the great boss fight design. And of course we can't forget the amazing music that Rel always does. So as you can see, this is a duo boss fight, but it's a completely different kind of duo boss fight as it changes dynamically throughout the fight. So if you notice, there is like the Ghostflame head that spawns on one of the bosses during the fight. The idea of this head is that it dynamically changes the behavior of the enemy. So for example, when the head is appearing on the demon will be passive and generally using long range attacks, while the other one will be aggressive. And also same thing when it's the opposite way. This way, it completely changes the dynamic of the fight, so the head will be continually switching between the two bosses during the fight. Now we have also implemented the spirit tree in the middle, which is also a gameplay aspect. So idea is that the boss basically is powered up by the spirit tree. So if they walk through it, it will actually heal them, and also it will do the opposite to you, so if you walk through it, it will actually drain your soul and drain your HP slowly. And we've also used this as another gameplay mechanic, so when they reach 40% of their health, they will use this attack where they will both jump in the air and start draining the souls from you. However, what is gonna happen is that if you stand in the middle of the tree, it will actually prevent that attack, so they will stay in the air without draining your HP. So as you can see, you will always need to be on your toes when you're fighting this boss fight, because there is a lot of dynamic elements that appear here, and you need to take them into consideration to actually win the fight successfully. So, in a significant departure from our last duo boss fight, when designing these two Ghostflame demons, we wanted to envision a more sluggish, slow-paced encounter that will somehow both require Elden Ring's fast-paced, evasive maneuvers, while also not front-loading the combat flow on the enemy movesets. So in a very interesting twist, we saw the idea of the second head that is attached to each demon with its own health bar and its own arsenal of moves as a rather dynamic means of changing up the fighting landscape. What we ended up doing as the final concept was sort of personifying the aggro switching mechanic of the Demon Prince boss fight from the Dark Souls 3 DLC in the shape of the head that keeps getting swapped around between the two demons, and you'll also notice that their flying is getting much longer while having the head, both in an effort to protect it as well as to create distance to allow them to engage in their specific playstyles, as well as the center of the arena playing a very key element into the level design and the combat design of the boss fight. So yeah, this is generally the idea of the boss fight. As we said, there is a lot of stuff coming soon to the Garden of Eyes mod, so make sure to check out the mod. You can download it from early access on our Patreon in the description. There is a lot of amazing stuff coming, so make sure to subscribe to our channel to watch all of our content and subscribe to our Patreon to access the mod right now. So, I'll be seeing you later. Bye bye.